Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So we've got another reference photo and I will show you how to draw this one using the Loomis method. So stick around, and by the end of this video you will learn how to draw the proportions of this particular reference photo using the Loomis method. Okay, so it's going to be a step-by-step process. I'll be explaining the process as we draw together. So grab your pencil and let's get started. Okay, so this is a side view and at the same time 3/4 pose. It's a dynamic angle. Why? Because it's like her head is turning towards the camera. It's pretty difficult to draw, to be honest, but using this Loomis method can help you understand how this type of angle works. Okay, so let me sharpen my pencil and we're gonna get started right away. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the circle. But in a side view, the circle is not actually a perfect circle. It's wider than taller. So you have to take that into consideration when you draw side views. But still, using a circle is enough. Okay, so we're gonna draw that anyway. And I'm also using an 8B pencil, which is really dark. I highly recommend you use a 2B or an HP pencil or any H pencil, because this one is really dark and you want to erase later on. But I'm doing that for the sake of demonstration because I want the drawing to be clear on the video. Okay, so now that we've drawn the circle, I'm going to chop off the side of this circle a little bit. So one of the ways to find the side of this circle is to look for the corner of the eyebrows. So where the eyebrow actually ends is gonna be where that temporal line starts. So I'm assuming this is the side of the cranium, as you can see on the reference photo. So I'm going really quick. I'm not trying to make it look perfect. I'm just going with the flow. I'm being a little bit more intuitive with my approach. Okay, so now I'm just gonna look for the brow ridge, and in a neutral pose the brow ridge actually is at the center of the circle. Like if you take a straight line from here, you're gonna see that it is at the center usually. So it depends sometimes on the position of the camera and the tilt of the head, but on a neutral pose it's usually at the center of this cranium. But it's okay if you bring it down. Make sure the hairline is not too wide and the bottom of the nose is not actually too small. So make sure the thirds are equal. So I'm just gonna do that right now. So I'm gonna place in the thirds of the face. So we have the hairline, which is gonna be around here. Like if you drop a curvy line, you're gonna see that it's gonna see on this line here, around here. So now we're gonna just duplicate this area and we're gonna find the nose around here. So let me double check. Yeah, it's quite the same, and we do the same thing for the bottom of the chin. So from the nose down to the bottom of the chin, and then from the bottom of the nose to the brow ridge or the eyebrows, and from the eyebrows to the hairline. So these are the thirds of the face, and as you can see they are pretty equal. I'm sorry for this weird diagram. So they are pretty equal. Okay, why am I placing these lines on a tilted position? Because the head is a little bit tilted. Normally if the head is not tilted, these thirds, they'll sit on a straight line or a vertical line. Anyway, so before we add the details, I'm just gonna take a straight line from here. So this is the corner of the eyebrow, of the other eyebrow or brow ridge, and I'm gonna drop a straight line down to the bottom of the chin, somewhere here. And you can use your pencil to find that tilt. And I feel like it's gonna be a vertical line. So it's gonna be a straight line like this. Okay, and then we're gonna connect the chin to the jaw area. Don't worry about specific details, just focus on the overall shapes first. Okay, so this is the back of the jaw. Of course, it's not a 90 degree, there is a curve around here, especially when you draw females. It's not a 90-degree or nothing close to the 90-degree. But when you draw males, it's a little bit closer to the 90-degree. So the nose, the bottom of the ear is going to be around here because I'm taking that measurement from the chin, from the bottom of the nose. So if you drop a straight line, you're going to see that it's curvy, it's tilted. You can use your pencil actually to find that. The ear, instead of being here, it's going to drop down because of the position of the head. Okay, and here as well. So now I'm just going to add the neck. So from the back, the neck starts actually way higher than in a normal position. And then the back or the other shoulder, we can see it from here. And then the bottom of this, so here from the bottom of the jaw, and then we connect that to the shoulder. Okay, don't worry about here. I'm gonna show you how to fix that. All right, so we have something that looks like a head. Okay, good. So now we're just gonna start adding the features. So I'm gonna start with here, the shape of the forehead. So the hairline is gonna come here. And now let's just go ahead and draw the eye socket. Okay, the shape of the eye socket. Now, to find the tip of the nose, take a straight line from the brow ridge, which is here, drop a straight line, or you can use your pencil to find the position of the tip of the nose, which is going to be somewhere here. So if you take a straight line, just use your pencil and find that angle like this. So I feel like this is going to be the nose. It's coming forward. And now for the tilt of the nose, just use your pencil and try to find that. So it's something that you need to do constantly. With almost every single portrait you draw, you have to do that all the time. And that helps you train your eyes to find the proportions. Okay, so the chin, the tip of the nose here. And now we're just gonna draw the shape of the nose. And you see the line, that line that I drew before, I need to move it to the side, like here. So the tip of the nose, instead of being here, it's gonna be around here. Okay, so now let's just connect it to the bottom of the nose. Okay, maybe I made the nose too big, but it's okay. So the philtrum, the other side, like this. And from here, things will get a little bit crazy, but it's okay. You don't have to worry much about it. To find the placement of the mouth and etc., just draw a straight line from the tip of the nose down to the chin. So if you draw a straight line, or you can use your pencil before you draw that straight line, you're going to see that it's tilted like this. So the line is going to be close to something like this. Now observe which lips is touching this line. So the bottom lip actually touches the line. Okay, the bottom lip is closest to this line. So now let's just go ahead and draw. Okay, and draw the top lip first. So let's say the top lip is somewhere here. And let's see. Okay, so I'm following the angle of the mouth, of the lip. And from the wing of the nose, which is here, I need to draw a straight line to find the corner of the mouth. I need to draw the nose first, because the side of the nose is going to tell me, it's going to help me draw the mouth. So let's see. I guess this is how wide the nose should be. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so this is the bottom plane of the nose. I'm going to draw the nostril. Okay, the nostril, not a perfect one, but it's fine. All right, so I'm going to use the side of the nose, which is this side here, and I'm going to drop a straight line down to the corner of the mouth. As you can see on the reference photo, it's tilted. It's not a perfect vertical line. It's a little bit tilted, so the corner of the mouth is probably around here. So let's come back here. We draw the mouth. As you can see, the mouth is open, so we need to draw that expression. But if you are a beginner, I highly recommend you draw reference photos that have, you know, their mouth closed. It's much easier, and once you get more comfortable with the normal expressions, then you are okay to draw, you know, more complicated expressions like this one. Okay, so let's just add the details around here. So here there is an overlap, which means the bottom lip overlaps the top lip. It overlaps the top lip. And we're gonna leave, okay, we're going to leave that a space between the two lips. And look how wide the mouth area is. Well, let's say this is how wide it should be. Bottom lip and the top lip on the reference photo, they actually sit on the same straight line. Like if you draw a straight line here, you can see that they sit on the same line. And that will change depending on the angle and the position of the mouth. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and draw the bottom lip. Okay, and here there is also an overlap. So the chin comes forward and it's touching this line. And you can also draw a straight line from the bottom lip down to the chin and see how it's tilted. We can make it smaller. So I'm going to draw another line to show that there is a plane right there, a front plane. Okay, so I'm going to make it smaller. And yeah, let's connect that to here. So these type of measurement can help you draw whatever you want, not only face but anything. And no matter what the size of the reference photo is from the source you're drawing it from, like if it's a laptop or a phone, the proportions are going to be pretty accurate using this method, because you are translating the size of that onto your paper regardless of the size. It's different from using a reference photo that you printed and you put it right beside your paper. It's not the same because it's much easier like this. But when you draw from your laptop or in real life or maybe in your phone, it's gonna be different and it's gonna be much harder to get the proportions because it's not the same size. And that's why the Loomis method is very useful, because it helps you translate the reference photo into your paper. And the Loomis method is also very useful when it comes to character design. If you observe most of, you know, character designers, they tend to use the Loomis method a lot, like part of the Loomis method, because it's easier to create fictional characters using this type of method, because it doesn't rely on any grid. Okay. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is one of the mistakes we tend to do. We tend to make things look exactly like the reference photo. And that is sometimes boring. It is really boring when you try to copy exactly what you see. Even though it helps with hand-eye coordination, but it's not the right way to practice how to draw. Okay, so the eyebrows, the eyelashes, as you can see here. Maybe the iris and the eyelashes on the bottom side. I'm not sure. So when you draw the nose, it's important to always draw the bottom plane to separate the bottom plane and the top plane. So that bottom plane is very useful. Okay, maybe I should draw a circle for the ball of the nose, just to add some structure. Not really, but it's fine. So now let's come here, we add the eyebrows. So remember, when you draw the eyebrows, try to go from here, this direction, and from here, you go like like this direction, and then you go sideways, and around this side you go to the opposite direction. We start from here and now we go down to the other direction. This is not the perfect example, but you get what I try to explain. Okay, so now the eyes, how to draw the eyes. Just draw a straight line from the nose. Use your pencil as usual from the reference photo and try to replicate the same thing. So if it's a straight line, just draw it like this. And from here, you do the same thing. You draw a straight line from the other eye. Or you can use your pencil to get the tilt of the eyes on the reference photo and see how tilted they are. So I feel like this one eye is gonna be like somewhere here. Okay, so the teardrop is gonna be here. And how wide this one eye is, maybe it's going to be this wide. And remember, this eye should be always bigger than this one, especially in 3/4 pose. Okay, so let me adjust this. I'm gonna make it bigger. And observe the gap between the eyebrows. So from here, we can add the planes of the eye socket, which are something like this. Okay, so for the eye socket, we have like the side planes and the front plane. So these are the two side planes, and this is the front plane. And then we draw the top eyelid. You observe the shape of that top eyelid because it changes depending on the expression and the angle. Okay, so this is the bottom eyelid. In this particular angle, it's easier to draw the top plane of the bottom eyelid and then the lower eyelid. Okay, and now let's just go ahead and draw the iris. And as you can see from this angle, the bottom eyelid is hiding part of the bottom portion of the eyelid. Okay, I don't know if that is correct. All right, and yeah, so now it's just time to add the eyelashes, which are gonna be here. So I'm not gonna add that right now. So when you draw the ear, make sure the distance between the corner of this eye and where the ear starts is normal. Okay, the ear shouldn't be too close or too far from the eye. Okay, so, and here the same thing, it shouldn't be lower or higher. You can make it lower or higher to push the perspective, but you should not exaggerate that much. Okay, so the top of the ear aligns with the corner of the eye. Okay, just like here. So when you draw the ear, as you see here, I tend to find the top plane of this ear and draw this line or curve, and this one, and this one, and that's it. That's what I usually do when I draw the ears. So now let's just go ahead and add the hair. So once we add the hair, it's gonna be like the reference photo. So just trust the process. So let's make the forehead a little bit smaller. Okay, just like that. And the hair starts here. Just like the face, when you draw the hair, focus on the overall shapes. Do not draw individual hair strands. And here you can use the eyebrows, this eyebrow here, and see how far this hair is in comparison to the eyebrow, in relation to the eyebrow. Okay, and this one goes backwards. For the top, okay, when you add the hair at the top, make sure they sit right on top of the cranium. And if that is not correct, you can adjust it depending on, you know, what you see on the reference photo. And when you draw the hair, try to follow the direction of, you know, the hair in general. Okay, so this is where they meet. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like, okay, it's wrapping around. There's something there wrapping around. I don't know what is that exactly. So let's just draw some simple shapes. And just go ahead and erase some details that we don't want to see anymore. Okay, so I need to adjust this because her neck is pretty wide, so I need to adjust that. So instead of being here, the neck starts somewhere around here. And then the back. So this is where you take like 5 minutes break. You refresh your eyes and come back later on to see if there is any mistake, because the more minutes you spend on the reference photo on trying to draw this, the lesser mistakes you will see. So that's something that I highly recommend you when you draw portraits. Always try to like take like 5 minutes, stay away from the drawing, and then come back later on. You'll find you instantly spot any mistake. I'm not doing that for the sake of demonstration. And this is a quick sketch. It's not something that I'm gonna finish, so it's totally fine. Okay, when it comes to line art, just make sure you draw the overall shapes first before you add the details. Make sure your overall shapes are correct, because once you start adding the details, the more mistakes you made in the beginning, the harder it gets to add the details and to make your drawing look convincing. But once you focus on the overall shapes, on the general idea of the drawing, it gets much easier to add anything later on. Just come here and add maybe the eyelashes, and here as well, and that's it. Okay, so let's do this. Maybe the eyelashes at the bottom. Okay, what else? The other eyelashes. So the eyelashes here, they get wider at the side. Let's make it wider again. Okay, and I think that is it. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Also, let me know in the comment section what should I upload next. I will do my best. Okay, thanks so much guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.